Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video we are going to see how we can create a custom scroll progress bar animation using JavaScript. So what exactly will going to happen is if I start scrolling, it will show us the progress in the header. Okay. So before starting the video, let's have a quick demo of the project. So if I go here, you can see this is our simple web application using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. And if I start scrolling, you can see in the header there will be a progress bar which will show us the scroll how much scroll we have done. Okay, so let us start this. So if I start scrolling, you can see this red progress bar is coming, and if I go to all the way to the bottom, you can see the progress bar is filled up, and if I come to top, you can see the progress bar again going back. Okay, so this animation or this progress bar we are going to do using JavaScript in this video. So if you are new here, please consider subscribing so you won't miss any future content. Now let's start the video. Yes. So as you can see in my screen that I have created a folder with the project name and added three files CSS, HTML and JS of the index. Okay. And then I have also added the HTML structure because today the focus is on the how to do the JavaScript, not in the HTML or CSS. Okay, because I am using very basic application, so there is no fancy design, but we are going to see few things. That's why I'm showing the structure. Okay, and also you can see I have linked the CSS file as well. So let's go through the HTML structure. What we have, as you can see, we have container. In that we have header and then content. Okay. So let me open it into the web server or the live server so we can see it properly. Now you can see this is how we have header, then navigation and the content. Okay, content we have just paragraph. Okay, as we saw in the demo. So all the paragraph we have in this way. So this is very simple application. Okay, there is no more design. I'll just show you this one. So in the header you will see three things actually. Okay, one thing is the header text, which is a span, and then the navigation where we have the unordered list and the list items, and then we have one more empty div and the id we have as progress. Okay, so this is the div which will going to have the progress of the scroll. Okay, that is this div. Okay, and we are providing inside the header. Okay, this is how it is. And then if I open content, there you can see only paragraphs. Okay, nothing else there. So I just use the lorem paragraphs. I don't know how many are there, but I just need the scroll. That's why I use these many. So let's do this. And now what I'll do is I'll add the CSS as well and explain you how exactly the CSS are. There are actually basic CSS, but I want to show you where you have to modify it. Okay, that I'm going to show you. Yeah. Yes. So as you can see on my screen, I have added the CSS. I'll explain you what we have. So first thing, the universally we have to remove the margin padding, and we have applied this box sizing border box. And then you can see we have a container where I'm taking it as width as 100%, height as 100 VH, and then the overflow auto. Because if I do this on the container only, we'll get a scroll bar. Okay. So let me open this. So this is the one, and you see some of the things got added, and I don't know what happened to this. Let's check that as well. So you can see this scroll we are getting, right? So this scroll we are getting because we have applied to the container height as 100 VH and overflow as auto. Okay, that's why we are getting that. And then we have header. Okay, header, what we did is position sticky. Okay, and top 0. Why we are doing this? Because if I scroll it, it should be on top. Okay, if I don't apply this to, let me show you what will happen. So you see it's going up. Okay, so this is what will happen if we don't apply position sticky and top 0. Okay, and then background color is there and display flex and these things are there. Padding we have taken 10 pixel, and you see display flex we have used, but as you can see in this we have three divs. This is first, this is second, and this is third one. Okay, progress we haven't done anything, that's why you see the other side we are getting this much space, but we'll going to fix that as well. And then you can see we have for header we have font size as 34, then the navbar we are taking width as 300 pixel, and then the few other css to make it look good. Okay, like ul we are removing the list items, display flex and all we are using. And then about content, right, we are using width as 80% and margin 20 pixel auto. Okay, what this will do is it will give us this space from the left and right side. You can see this space we are getting, and it's coming in the center, right? This is how we can get it. If we remove this margin auto, you will see the content will start from the left side, but we want to center it. Okay, so that's why we are using margin 20 pixel auto. Okay, so we got this, and each paragraph we are getting margin bottom as 30 pixel, and that's about the CSS. Okay, now what we have to do is we need to get the progress bar, because there is no CSS for a progress bar. We have to do it. Okay, and you can see I don't have any class name for that. You can add class name as well, but I am going to use ID only to give the CSS. Okay, so let's do it here. So hash we have to use if we are using ID. Then in that I'll going to apply position absolute. Okay, because I want to start that from the bottom here. Okay, header bottom here. Okay, that's why I'm doing position absolute. Then from bottom I need 0, and from left side 0. Okay, so it will come here. Okay, below the header text here. Okay, and then let's say width for now I'll give 10% and height 3 pixel. Okay, and then background I'll give red. Okay, so you can apply any color. Okay, I'm applying red right now. You can see now it's coming here. Okay, after I scroll as well, it's properly coming. Now what we have to do is we need to make this 0. Okay, because on scroll this should increase. Okay, on scroll, so we need to use JavaScript in order to make it like this. Okay, because width we have to initially put it as 0 only, so width will increase based on the scroll. Okay, that we are going to check now using the JavaScript. Yes, so let's see how we can do the JavaScript for this. So you can see I have added the link for this. I have linked the JavaScript file to HTML, and what we have to do is we have to see what div we are scrolling. Okay, so in our case the container div is the having scroll bar. Okay, so for that we are going to give ID. Okay, and I'll say scroll progress. Okay, and let's save it, and let's copy this, and so we can have a reference in the JavaScript file. Okay, so let's create a reference. I'll say scroll progress equal to document dot get element by ID. Okay, and here let's provide this. Okay, so now we got the reference of the scroll progress, which is whole scroll thing. Okay, so this scroll bar is there, right? The whole container, we got the containers reference here. Okay, now what we have to do here is we need to see few things. Okay, so first thing we have to see is scroll top. Okay, so what is the current scroll top? Okay, because if I scroll it now, it will start giving us the scroll top, how much scroll happened. Okay, right now if I go up, right now here you can see the top scroll is 0. Okay, so if you start doing that, the scroll will increase. Okay, so that we have to capture it from the reference. Okay, so first thing is scroll top. Okay, second thing what we have to capture is scroll height. Okay, so what is the actual height of the scroll? So if I do this, right, height in the bottom and top, this full height, okay, whatever scroll height is there na, that we have to capture it. Basically we need to get it somehow. Okay, so this entire scroll is there, right? We don't know how many pixel it is. Okay, so but we have to get it, and we can get it from a reference of the scroll. Okay, so or the container scroll that we can use, and we can get the scroll height. Okay, and then we have to get the client height. Okay, so client height is nothing but the current height of the screen. Okay, so you can see this is our screen, right? So from the bottom of the header to here, okay, here to here, we have this particular thing as client height. Okay, so whatever screen you can see, that height we want to get it. Okay, that also we can get it from this scroll progress. So let's see how we can get the first. Okay, so I'll just going to log that value so we can see in the console. So I'll say scroll progress dot scroll top. Okay, so this is the one we want, and then log before this, let's have this, right, scroll top, so we'll know where is what is the value of that, and then scroll height I want to get. So scroll progress, from that also we can get the scroll height. Okay, so this is the one, and let's log the client height, okay, which is the screen height. Okay, client height, and here scroll progress dot client height. Okay, so these three things are very important in order to make the progress bar. Okay, so let's go and let's see in the console, are we getting these values or not. Okay, now you see, if I increase this, we can see scroll top right now is 0 as is told, and scroll height is the 6554 pixels. Okay, and the client height is the 742. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to calculate the percentage, and that percentage we have to apply to the progress bar. That this is the thing we have to do it. Okay, and the formula is we have as scroll top divided by these two things. Okay, let's do that. So first thing what we have to do is 0, like basically scroll top. Let me write it somewhere here. Yep, let me write it here. Okay, so scroll top divided with scroll height minus client height. Okay, client height. So this is the formula of that, and what we have to do is once this whole thing is completed, we have to multiply with the 100 so that we can get the proper percentage. Okay, so this is the formula. Hope you can see this. Scroll top divided with scroll height minus client height and multiplied with 100. So if we do this formula, we will get the proper progress. Okay, so let's see how exactly it will work with these current values. Okay, so let me refresh it. I'm not sure why this value is changed, but that's fine. Okay, so let's do this. So first we have 0 divided with scroll height, which is 7953 it's showing, minus 742. Okay, and we are getting 0, and as you see I have enclosed with the this brackets as well, because I want that calculation to be happen first, then divided 0. Okay, and then we have to do this multiply it with 100 so we can get the percentage. Right now the value is 0, that's why we are getting 0. Now if I increase to 100, okay, now you see the progress is 1%. Okay, we have to check this percentage, how exactly we are getting. So if I do 1000, you can see 13% we are getting. So let's do something like 7000. You see 7000 is 97%. Okay, so whenever this scroll top matches to this particular thing, we'll get 100%. Okay, so this is the formula for that thing. So let's apply this formula, and let's do the progress bar. Okay, so for that what I will do is I'll create a function. Let's create a function here, and this function will be scroll okay, progress, I'll say, just okay, because scroll progress we already used here, so we can't use again. And now let's add this formula here. So let percentage equal to this formula. Let me copy and paste it here, but we have to add this at the start. Let me add, and here as well. Okay, so hope this is correct. Yep, these are correct, and right now let's log the value. Okay, we are not going to add it to we are not going to directly apply right now to the progress bar. Right now let it be here so we can see the progress. Okay, and this method we have to call it in the scroll. Okay, so you see container is there, right? So we want to have an event. Okay, so you see where we when we have to call a function. Okay, if you are clicking on it or if you are doing something, so right now what we are doing is we are scrolling, right? So we have to call the on scroll. Okay, so the event will be on scroll, and this function we have to call it there. Okay, so whenever the scroll is done, we have to call this function. Okay, that way. So let me open the console again so we can see the values, and let me remove the above ones. I'll comment on, okay, because you might want to see the code, right, the source code, so that time you can refer that. So let's scroll it. Okay, now you see if I start scrolling, you see we are getting the values. Okay, see And you see, let's go to the bottom. See, so if I go to the bottom, you can see 99.99% till that point we can see. And let's scroll up, we should be able to see at least 0 if I go top. Okay, now you see 0%. Now this thing is working perfectly. What we have to do now is we have to add this value to the as the width for the progress. Okay, because we made the width as 0 for progress here, right? So how easy it is, okay, right now. So what we have to do is we need to get the reference for the progress. So let's get the progress reference. Progress bar equal to document dot get element by id, and this will be progress. Okay, so we got the reference, and now what we have to do is we have to change the style here. Okay, that's the only change we have to do now. So progress bar dot style dot width equal to the percentage. Okay, and we have to concatenate with the percentage symbol as well, because it is just giving the number, right? So we have to concatenate with this. And let's go back, let's refresh, let's close this, and let's scroll. Now you see we are getting our scroll bar and the progress, sorry, on scroll we are getting our progress. Let's go to the bottom, and you see it's 100% done. If we scroll up, it will going back. Okay, so yep, this is it. This is about the scroll bar, scroll progress bar animation using JavaScript. Yes, so this is about scroll progress bar animation using JavaScript. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please consider subscribing and give it a like. I'll be back with more content in the next video. Thank you.